Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday, the 12th of July. This is your morning setups video. It's going out free today, so I hope everybody enjoys it. What do we have going on here today? Well, we have a small gap up, right? This market's been a little bit gappy lately. We gap up, we gap down. Right now, we're gapping up, and we are above 300 on the SPY. Way, we haven't seen this yet, so we'll see how this plays out. We'll come back to that in a minute. On the economic front today, we actually have a very quiet day. We have the price PPI, right, 8:30. Baker Hughes rig count at 1, and there's no scheduled Fed speak, which is just beautiful considering how much of this we've had over the last couple weeks, and that's just a wonderful thing. Again, reminder, it's Friday in the summer. Volume's going to drop off very quickly this morning, low expectations here, and we kick off earnings season on Monday with the banks, some of the banks starting to report before the open. So keep that in mind here. All right, so let's just go through and get ourselves set up today and take a look at stuff. And, the ES, this beautiful chart, 2 Fed days ago, the sell-off came all the way down, came down to 27.28, reversed, right? See the reversal candle, up we came, flagged on very low volume. This was a miserable week plus, right? Week and a half in here. Pushed up to a new all-time high, pull back, consolidated on the 8-day, pushed up to a new all-time high, pull back, consolidated on the 8-day, pushing back up to a new all-time high. Okay, the market is acting extremely well. Very nice action, stair-stepping. This is exactly what you want. Bonds, bonds not quite sure what to make of everything. It looked for a while like they were going to run with the dovish Fed. Then we got the jobs number and we came down, and now here we are putting in new lows all the way down to the 50-day. I still think that the Fed probably cuts, but we'll see. We have until the 31st to figure that out. Gold here going sideways, creating a channel. Again, very well-defined channel right now. Okay, 2885, I'm sorry, 1385 to 1440. That's your channel. Very clear channel this is in right now, just going sideways. Showing premium, waiting its time. Crude had good numbers this week and popped up. Okay, sitting here flagging right around this 60 area now. We'll see how this handles. Rig count has not been a big mover of this for a while. Again, I don't know what the catalyst is to get crude moving, but we'll see. And last and not least, we take a quick look at Bitcoin today. Bitcoin has been extremely volatile. Big high, almost hit 14,000, came down, flushed everybody out, pushed up above 13,000 again, and then flushed down on Powell's comments. All right, so big volatile volatility here. You have a lot of people speaking negatively about cryptocurrencies again, President included, Powell, a lot of the finance ministers around the world. It's just a lot of worry that this is going to be ripe with fraud and not be able to be controlled. That said, it does look like it's trying to build for a move higher. All right, that brings us today, and let's take a quick look at sentiment here. And we look at sentiment every day to try to say, are we too hot, too cold? What's the market look like? From a sentiment perspective, we remain in a very neutral spot. The NYMOT, which tracks the New York Stock Exchange, okay, sitting here at neutral, plus 24. So not a, that's a neutral signal, means we're not overbought, we're not oversold, we're in good shape. Oops, not Novelis. The NAMOT, which tracks the NASDAQ, okay, same type of thing, plus 16, not overbought, not oversold, very neutral. Breadth, which we look to tell us which direction the market's likely to go, continues to trend higher, which means the market should try to catch up, although breadth yesterday was very, very putrid. So we'll see if that changes today as we head out. And last but not least is the put to call. Okay, what is the put to call? Put to call tells us if sentiment is leaning too bearish or too bullish. It's a contrarian indicator. Right now, we are dead in the neutral area. We're not too bearish, too bullish, so we're okay. So the truth is everything here at this point is doing just fine. We're okay. Everything looks great, and we're moving along just good. So when we come to the SPY today, here we are at 300. This is a big number, guys. And I keep pointing this out, but numbers like 300, they're big emotional numbers. Sometimes take a little pushing to get through, but here we are pre-market sitting at it. Do we have room to there? We have room to 383. That's where the top of the Bollinger Band is. Notice the Bollinger Band is slowly curling up here. Okay, so room today, 383. Let's call it 301 if it wants it. Could push up here at earnings. I don't think you get any big direction action either way. Yesterday, a lot of people on Twitter, some were like, oh my God, it's selling. We're seeing some selling. There was no selling yesterday, guys. It was an inside candle. We closed high, just off the highs of the day. There was no selling to be found in this market yesterday. Right to the downside today, if we could take out some of these candles and maybe reconnect with the 8-day at 297.26, which by the way is likely to open up higher, almost probably 297.50 or 60 at this point. That would be your first area to see how we go and hold. If they really wanted to flush, they can fill this gap, right? You got a little gap here down to 297 area. Forget this area down here. I don't see, barring news, them dumping the market hard today with earnings coming in on Monday. Earnings season starts on Monday. They're going to see how this plays out. Again, I expect a very low volume day, most of the volume to be very early and quiet, and then maybe some buying into the close, or depending what they want to do there. So as always for this week, we're looking for names that are going to outperform the market. And to be truthfully honest with you, I nailed Amazon, but I didn't stick around to make the call for it. And, that gave the move. I let myself get shaken out on Monday or Tuesday, and then the move started. That's on me. I am long one or two calls overnight, just as a lotto. I will not give those a lot of room. Seeing if Amazon wants to run. First resistance 216. If it can't get through 216, I'm out. Okay, that's probably where, if it can't get through there, and VWAP is just above it, that's zero. It's actually at VWAP now. VWAP came down to it. So it's got to get through 216. Let's keep an eye on that. BYND was the other one yesterday. We looked at the lotto. They didn't stick around for it, and it finally moved late in the day after, they options are decaying. That said, all the way up to here, 175. Can this name wake up now? It can. It can try to wake up. Very tight setup top of the Bollinger Band. If it wants to, it can blow back out and try to run again. Huge shorts in this one. They love to squeeze them, shake them out. That said, today I want to keep an eye on a couple names. So first of all, Dropbox, which we're in, has been moving. Okay, up here again, rumor Microsoft for them, tons of call volume this week. This is a name they might pile into here ahead of the weekend, looking for a buyout. Not a bad time to take some profits if they do and they run it up. So we'll keep an eye on that one. OSTK is another name they may pull back into for the weekend. Again, the honest rumor is they're selling their retail business. They have two potential buyers. Costco is rumored to be one. Notice now it finally took out the 200-day and it's been holding it. Okay, 200-day is now support. See how that came into here? So it's consolidating this move. It's had a nice move off this 896 low. Okay, it's doubled its price recently. So see if it can get going. It's another one to keep an eye on. Microsoft got another upgrade today. This has earnings next week. I honestly just have a hard time doing anything other than possible day trade on it. Maybe if it takes out 139.22 for a quick trade, but that's all I see in that one for me. And I'm very keen on watching Square here. We took out 80 after hours. Evidently, CNBC did a piece on it. So for me, the next price target on this thing is 82. Up here, 82.78, 82.85. That area, the top of this candle. If it wants to go, we can get above here, see if it can run and push up into there. Then, see if it can get loose again ahead of earnings. This hasn't run in a while. It's been stuck. So first time it's waking up, starting to recover, starting to look a little bit better. I also want to watch Roku here today. Roku, a couple of very quiet days after these big move, and maybe a Friday afternoon pump and tries to get back up to 108, which is only $4 away, well within its capable move. Okay, ATR on this is $4.37. That said, today it's a Friday, guys. I don't feel like playing a lot of games here, trying a lot. Snap, another upgrade again today. Goldman Sachs on it with a buy rating and a target of 18. If you like this, you can play it. I don't generally trade this name very well, so I don't trade it very often. That said, this is a pretty chart. It is waking up. I'd rather trade Twitter, but Twitter doesn't have the energy right now. It woke up nicely on Tuesday, and then, just sitting here, can't get going, but holding it nicely as well. Let's talk a couple of the semis. NVIDIA woke up yesterday. Not my favorite name in the space, but maybe it can push to the 200-day, which is just ahead up here. Okay, roughly at 172 area. See if it can hit that. What I am interested in is AMD today. See how this reacts. Yesterday gave a little bit of weakness and a pullback, but why I'm interested in it, because they were buying the weekly 34 calls into this all day yesterday, and you can see the weeklies here. 8,000 of them stuck to open interest. You have 9,000, 9,700 of them stuck to open interest. You also had 8,000 of next week's 34. So I'd keep an eye on that one and keep an eye on Micron. Look at this thing, came right back and then did a lot of call buying out there into the July 26 43s and the August 45s. So some different ideas for today, different things to take a look at today, and we'll see what they come after anything and see how the market sets up. I wish you guys all a wonderful trading day. For people in my service, I'll be live with you guys from 9 to 9:30 and 10:30 to 12:30. If you're interested in learning more about me, smartoptiontrading.com. Come on over, give me a look, send me a message on Twitter. I'll be happy to respond. Thanks, everybody. Have a fabulous day trading.